Ryan Reynolds is one of Hollywood's most likable figures, a man who can disarm critics with his humor, charm, and quick wit. He's not just an actor, he's a brand. Whether it's Deadpool, his business ventures like Aviation Gin and Mint Mobile, or his offbeat social media persona, Reynolds has built a career on being both relatable and effortlessly funny. So, here's the real inside look, told with a mix of humor, truth, and drama, at 10 celebrities who have dissed Ryan Reynolds, counting down from number 10 to number 1. 10. Martha Stewart. He's not that funny in real life. Martha Stewart is known for her sharp tongue and unfiltered opinions, and even Ryan Reynolds wasn't immune. During a playful interview segment, Stewart was asked which celebrity she found funniest in real life.
Well, that's just because he covers himself up in his movies and you don't see his face. Ryan Reynolds, is he one of those? And you want to know something? He's not so funny in real life.
Really?
No, he's not so funny. He's very serious.
To everyone's surprise, she said, "Ryan Reynolds can act funny, but he's not funny. He's very serious." That small comment spread like wildfire because Reynolds' entire public persona is built around his humor. People know him as the sarcastic, quick-witted jokester who can make even a press junket entertaining. So when Martha, of all people, called him out, fans were amused and a little shocked. Reynolds responded on social media in typical fashion, joking about needing to rebrand his personality, but the exchange showed something deeper. Even with all his charm, some people see Ryan differently once the cameras are off. 9. Gerard Butler. I don't watch Ryan Reynolds movies. In 2021, Gerard Butler was doing an interview when he was asked about Ryan Reynolds' Free Guy, a blockbuster that many compared to Butler's 2009 film Gamer. Butler didn't hold back. "Oh, is it?" he said bluntly, when told Free Guy had drawn comparisons. "I don't watch Ryan Reynolds movies." It wasn't a harsh insult, but it was definitely dismissive. In Hollywood, refusing to acknowledge another actor's work is its own kind of diss. Reynolds naturally turned the comment into a joke on Twitter, playfully responding with mock hurt. Still, the exchange drew headlines because it highlighted how not every leading man appreciates Reynolds' brand of self-aware comedy.
He said, "I don't watch Ryan Reynolds movies."
Butler, known for his rugged, intense action roles, likely just doesn't vibe with Reynolds' meta wink-at-the-camera style. But to fans, it sounded like a Hollywood cold shoulder. 8. TJ Miller, the Deadpool co-star who fell out with him. For fans of Deadpool, TJ Miller's Weasel was the perfect comedic sidekick to Reynolds' sarcastic anti-hero. The chemistry between the two seemed effortless, at least on screen. Behind the scenes, however, things got complicated.
It was very cool for him to say, "Hey, I just heard on the show that you were upset about this." We sort of just hashed it out really quickly.
In later interviews, Miller admitted that his relationship with Reynolds had soured, saying that working together had become strange and that he didn't think Reynolds liked him. Though he didn't elaborate in detail, he suggested that Reynolds' fame had changed the dynamic. It wasn't a full-on public feud, but the tension was clear. 7. Justin Baldoni, the subtle Instagram shade. This one's a bit more indirect, but it's impossible to ignore. When Justin Baldoni, best known for Jane the Virgin, became embroiled in a legal dispute involving his film company, his father posted a cryptic social media message that seemed aimed at Ryan Reynolds and his wife, Blake Lively. It read, "In a world full of Blakes and Ryans, be a Justin." Fans instantly picked up on the jab, a not-so-subtle dig at one of Hollywood's most beloved power couples. While neither Reynolds nor Lively responded publicly, the internet ran wild with speculation. Was it jealousy? A personal grudge? A misfired joke? Whatever the motivation, the post became a viral moment that added another name to the list of people who've taken a shot at the Reynolds-Lively empire. 6. The Jersey Shore stars. He didn't want to be around us. Here's one of the more unexpected ones. During a talk show segment, Jersey Shore stars Sammy Sweetheart Giancola and Dina Cortese were asked to name a celebrity who had been rude to them.
Hey, you Jersey kids! Who was the rudest celebrity you interacted with once Jersey Shore became a hit?
Ryan Reynolds was not great to us.
Without hesitation, both named Ryan Reynolds and by extension Blake Lively. According to their story, they met the couple at an event, and Reynolds allegedly brushed them off. He didn't want to be by us, they said. To be fair, celebrity meet-and-greet stories often get exaggerated, but this one still spread quickly across entertainment blogs. Reynolds didn't comment, but fans largely defended him, noting that not every celebrity interaction is going to be warm and fuzzy. Still, it was a reminder that even the nicest stars can have off days, and that reality TV stars never forget a snub. 5. Rebecca Ferguson, the co-star who found him cold. When Rebecca Ferguson worked with Ryan Reynolds on the sci-fi thriller Life, fans assumed it was another smooth collaboration between two charming stars. But according to multiple reports, Ferguson found Reynolds distant and hard to read on set. While she didn't openly bash him, she did mention in interviews that he wasn't as friendly off-camera as people might think.
This person would literally look at me in front of the whole crew and say, "You call yourself an actor, this is what I have to work
Her
with."
comments hinted that the warm, goofy Ryan people love publicly isn't necessarily the same behind closed doors. Of course, Reynolds is famously introverted when not performing, so it may have been a simple personality mismatch. 4. Matthew McConaughey, the shade of subtle superiority. Matthew McConaughey hasn't directly attacked Ryan Reynolds, but he's dropped enough thinly veiled comments about actors who play themselves that fans have drawn their own conclusions. In one interview, McConaughey said he preferred roles that transform an actor, as opposed to those who rely on the same personality in every movie. Given how Reynolds' style leans heavily on his trademark wit and sarcasm, many took it as a jab. The two men have never publicly feuded, but there's an unspoken contrast in how they approach fame. 3. Wesley Snipes, The Blade, Trinity Battle. Before Deadpool, Reynolds played Hannibal King in Blade, Trinity, starring alongside Wesley Snipes. The film has since become infamous, not for its action sequences, but for the legendary behind-the-scenes tension. Reynolds has openly admitted he felt that Snipes hated him. Crew members have backed up that claim, describing the set as tense and divided. Snipes allegedly refused to speak directly to Reynolds, communicating through assistants or handwritten notes signed as Blade. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, from bromance to business tension. This one might surprise people. Ryan Reynolds and Dwayne Johnson worked together on Red Notice and seemed to share great chemistry, but reports surfaced later of behind-the-scenes creative clashes during production. Johnson, known for his control over projects, reportedly butted heads with Reynolds about tone and direction. For two of Hollywood's most marketable stars, even a quiet rift makes waves. 1. Martha Stewart again, the queen of the double diss. Yes, she deserves to bookend this list. Because after her initial "he's not that funny" remark, Martha doubled down months later, saying she still hadn't found Ryan particularly charming off-camera. This time, she did it on live TV, and even hinted that she found Blake Lively more interesting. The audience gasped, and while it may have been said half in jest, Stewart clearly meant at least part of it. Reynolds, always the master of self-deprecating humor, posted a tongue-in-cheek response, joking that Martha's never liked Canadians. But make no mistake, because if there's one thing we can count on, it's that in a world full of celebrity feuds, Ryan Reynolds will always find a way to laugh last.